right. Testing chat. All right. Hello, everyone. We're just making sure that everything is working, and then we'll start the stream. It still says waiting.
Are we going?
Yep. Oh, I'm checking
Okay.
YouTube. Testing chat. All right. Hello, everyone. We're just making sure. All right. Looks like it's working. So I'm gonna.
I'm hearing an echo.
Yeah, I just muted it. I wanted to double check on YouTube. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2D Board Gamers. My name is Dave.
And I'm Dirk.
And I know it's been a while. We kind of had a snafu last weekend, but we're back up and running. And we're hoping to get together this weekend and record a bunch of videos. But to kind of celebrate the relaunch after the slight break, we've got a new hero pack article to review. And also, we will be going to Con of Heroes in a couple weeks. So there'll be about a week of content, and then, hopefully we can do some live shorts and stuff at the con like we did last year. And during that time, the Silk and the Black Panther Shuri hero packs should come out. So we'll probably pick them up at the con, and we'll have to do an unboxing and all that stuff after we get back.
Yeah, we were hoping to have those beforehand, but things got delayed.
Yeah, they're supposed to come out tomorrow originally, but I don't blame FFG for that. That's probably more port delays and things like that. But anyways, so this is the last hero in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. wave, so that's amazing. So let's take a look at Winter Soldier. All right. So Bucky was a skilled fighter. Let's try that again. Bucky was a skilled fighter before the arm. With it, he's downright scary. Steve Rogers. As a young man during go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. As a young man during World War II, James Bucky Barnes served as the loyal sidekick to Captain America. When an explosion took Bucky's arm and left him on the brink of death, he was captured by Soviet soldiers. Fit with a cybernetic replacement arm and brainwashed into serving as an assassin, decades later, Captain America helped Bucky remember his past, and now Bucky seeks to atone for the horrors he was forced to commit as the Winter Soldier.
All right, so Fantasy Flight Games is thrilled to announce the Winter Soldier Hero Pack for Marvel Champions, the card game. A fierce fighter with absolutely lethal combat skills, Winter Soldier blitzes into battle with his expansion pack, which introduces him as a new playable hero alongside the 15 signature cards, paired with a pre-built aggression deck to maximize his attacking efficiency. Who would have figured aggression for Bucky? Yeah. You'll be able to use Winter Soldier's skill at taking down enemies from the moment you open the box. The pack also features a bonus modular set. Yes. I'm glad they're still doing that. Encounter featuring featuring Blizzard of the Thunderbolts. So it will tie into the campaign that just came out.
Right, and so that'll be the 10th modular set, because we had 6 with the campaign box, and then each of the 4 heroes have had another Thunderbolt. So yeah, that scenario went from having 6 possible encounter sets to 10, so almost doubled. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, and I actually kind of like that because I don't want to give away any spoilers, but if you haven't played the campaign yet, if you playing it with just what comes in the set, there is a little bit of a chance of repetition there if you play it a couple of times. So this kind of spreads that out a little bit more.
Yeah,
I'm glad they did this.
Especially at higher player counts, because if you're playing a 4-player game, you've only got 2 extra modules. But yeah, just the fact that it came with, or no, 1 extra module, because it's number of players plus 1. So you would use 5 of the 6 that came in the box. So you still have a little bit of replayability, but now in a 4-player game, you're using 5 of the 10. Well, after all the heroes come out. So this one should come out with Falcon in June. We'll double check the store link when we're done. Okay, but we got a card fan here. So, and unfortunately part of it might be covered up by the little window for Discord here, but we have a cybernetic arm. We have a metal punch, safe house number 30, And then Bucky Barnes, Alter Ego, and Winter Soldier's hero card. All right. This is Lethal Protector. As a skilled soldier that was trained relentlessly as a deadly assassin, Winter Soldier has an aggressive playstyle that manifests in his ability to, in a sense, attack and remove threat at the same time. So that's pretty
All right,
cool.
so it sounds like we might have a little bit of the revisiting on the Gamora theme there.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. You, can you see the alter ego? Or do you want me to read it? It's got the window might cover it up.
Oh, okay. So I got Bucky Barnes here. He's a 3 recovery. He has a hand size of 6 and 11 hit points. He is a shield soldier and cybernetically enhanced. It's an action that you can spend a resource at any time to search your deck and discard pile. I like the fact that the discard pile is included and deck for his cybernetic arm and put it into play. So it's basically his shield.
Yeah. Or like Mjolnir or something. Yeah. So the nice thing is, like, when if you draw it in your opening hand, you might as well discard it when you mulligan because you can just grab it as an action. So, although you do have to spend a
Yeah,
resource.
well, yeah, it kind of depends on what you're looking for, but especially if you draw doubles or you're looking for something in particular for a setup kit, it's really nice to have that ability.
Right. All right. And then the Winter Soldier is 222 Shield Soldier. So he's Shield on the hero side, just like Maria and Nick.
Soldier on both sides too. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. And so he's a soldier, so he can get the discount on the mission leader leadership card. Lethal Protector response. After you attack and defeat an enemy, remove 2 threat from a scheme. He's got hand size 5 and 11 hit points. So he's got a lot of hit points. And
I love the flavor text here on his Bucky Barnes card.
uh
It's not bad for a 99-year-old veteran.
there you go. And the Red Room trained me to do terrible things. I use those skills to safeguard others now. All right.
All right, so central to his whole kit is the cybernetic arm, which Bucky Barnes can search for and put into play at the cost of a single resource. The arm serves as a resource generator for his attack events. Ooh, nice. And it can also boost the damage that those events deal. This naturally pairs extremely well with Winter Soldier's Lethal Protector ability, which lets him remove 2 threat from a scheme whenever he attacks and defeats an enemy. He can trigger this ability any number of times in a round, which means that he can defeat 1 minion with a metal punch, defeat another with a basic attack, and then take out a third with an arm block in the villain phase. And you'll have to remove a total of 6 threat without thwarting once.
Okay.
So I wonder, what's the after you attack the 2 threat first? So what if you're doing an AOE attack like the dive bomb? Is that going to be for each enemy defeated there, or is it going to be one time for the attack? Because if you take out more than one, which is entirely possible, especially with some of these beefed up attacks.
Yeah, I would think it would apply just the way it's worded, but that would be, I'm sure that's something's going to come up in the FAQ. Like if you did a melee or like a dive bomb, but or if you're playing up against, dive bomb even without home technique, if you're going up against Ultron or something, you could
Yeah.
take out a bunch of drones and then you're really removing a lot of threat because it doesn't say limit once per turn or anything. So yeah. All right. Well, let's take a look at what we got here.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well,
oh,
actually, they did clarify you could do it more than once in a turn, but that's with a single attack.
yeah, I would I would
So,
think I would think you could.
yeah,
Um,
I'm hoping they do clarify on that. I mean, it feels like, it sounds like that you can do it
yeah,
multiple times based off of the same attack, but I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of clarification.
yeah. But I mean, like home technique, if you
Yeah.
when you do dive bomb, you're getting it for each attack, so you get
Yeah.
the bonus. All right. So we got cybernetic arm here. It's a 1 cost upgrade. Item tech. So technically, Fitz and Simmons could be useful on this deck, and he would get the discount. Exhaust cybernetic arm, generate a wild resource for an attack event. That event deals 1 additional damage. Bucky was a skilled fighter before the arm. With it, he's downright scary. Steve Rogers.
Hey, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, we just quoted that earlier. Okay, and then yeah, so we saw the alter ego. We already went over that, and then there's the hero. Kind of.
All right, so next here we've got the Metal Punch. It's a 3 cost attack event. It's a hero action, so you deal 7 damage to an enemy. and if you exhausted the arm to pay for the event, then the attack gets overkill. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So metal punch. I
Okay.
think that was the end of that paragraph. Oh no, arm block. Okay. Then we have arm block, which is a one-cost event. It's an attack defense. Hero interrupt attack defense. When an enemy attacks, deal 3 damage to it. If you exhaust cybernetic arm to pay for this event, prevent all damage from that enemy's attack. So you're doing 4 damage, right? Because the arm lets you do +1, right? Yeah. So yeah, you're doing 4 damage, and then you're preventing all damage from the attack during the villain phase. That's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, because it's an interrupt, so it has to be
Right.
when you're attacked.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, if you did a toe to toe, it would happen in the hero phase or something, but yeah. All right. The rest of Winter Soldier's kit is also focused around attacking enemies. Don his winter mask to net you a card draw when you take an enemy down. Then utilize silent infiltration to keep your momentum going while confusing an enemy as a bonus. If you need to stall the villain or soften up a particularly tough minion, you can stun them with electrical discharge. Since the cybernetic arm generates a wild resource, you can always use it to ensure you get the full effect. When there's no more minions to hunt, Bucky can retreat to safe house number 30 to help him search for new targets and get an extra card, ensuring that he has all the tools he needs when it's time to go back on the offensive. All right.
Right, and so speaking of the Winter Mask here, it is a one-cost upgrade. It's a tech item, and what I love about it here is you gain the spy trait. So it's not one. I was kind of wondering why he didn't have it, but now we know why. He gets it. But after you attack a defeated enemy, you can exhaust the mask to draw a card.
Well, he
So
is.
and I love the fact that it doesn't limit it to once per turn. So if you can unexhaust that, you can do it again.
Yeah. Well, he is the Winter Soldier, not the Winter Spy. So
I know, but I mean, he was a spy.
that is true. All right. Then we got Silent Infiltration. Speaking of spying stuff, it's a 2-cost upgrade. It's a preparation card. Hero response after you attack and defeat an enemy. Discard this card. Ready your hero and confuse an enemy. Ooh, that's
So
pretty.
it does sound like you were right on that call, Dave. So they definitely were seeing preparation cards with it because you actually. And I don't remember if you asked me that on camera or if we were talking about that off camera, but I know we've discussed whether or not he was going to have preparation cards.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I think it was off camera because the fact that he was, he is Black Widow's signature ally, and she's all about preparation cards. It just seemed, and he was on the art for the practice plan along with her, made me think that he was going to be a strong preparation card hero. Maybe not as strong as Nick and Black Widow, but who knows? We're not.
But at least get some.
He gets some.
Use that preparation.
Right, right. And we haven't seen, even with this article, we won't see all his cards. But, who knows? Maybe he's got as many preparation cards as Black Widow. All right, next.
So next we've got the electrical discharge. I can't even discharge this out of my mouth apparently. But it is a 2-cost attack event. As a hero action, you can deal 4 damage to an enemy, and if you paid for it using energy, you can stun that enemy.
Okay.
So that doesn't require you to use the arm, but you can use the arm.
Right. So are you watching the channel stream, or are you just looking at the article?
Both.
Okay. Just so, yeah. If anyone joins, please, I'm not.
I don't have the stream up.
Oh yeah, I don't have the stream up either. So if someone is watching and want to chat with us, please feel free. We will chat with you. But
No, I didn't even think about that. I can pull that up real quick.
yeah, we haven't. We're not looking. Yeah, I did post something on Facebook, just in case people want to join us. But in the meantime, we will move on. Okay, so safe house number 30, 1-cost support, location shield, alter ego action, exhaust safe house number 30, search the encounter deck for a minion and put it into play, engage with you, shuffle, then draw 1 card. You'll never guess who moved in next door. Bucky Barnes did, apparently. He's the one who says that. All right, and then, yeah, he comes in aggression.
See,
So I'll read the Captain America, because that's probably cut off the screen a little bit. Let's see. So, yeah, we got Captain America, Steve Rogers, ally, 4 costs, so not a 6 cost. 2 thwart, 2 attack, 3 hit points, shield soldier. He's got toughness. After Captain America enters play, ready a shield character. So that's pretty nice.
Okay, so all right, sorry. Now I got the stream pulled up on the other one. I had like multiple audio streams going. So where are we at?
Yeah, he's like Dwight Schrute with his mega desk. All right. So aggressive stance. Go ahead and read that.
Okay, so the aggressive stance. So that is a one cost upgrade. It's a preparation card here. Max one per player as a hero response after you engage a minion. Discard the card and search your deck for an attack event and add it to your hand. So, oh, that's nice. I like that.
Okay.
Oh, I do like that.
Speaking of
All right,
going,
so
speaking of going on the offensive, Winter Soldier's pre-built aggression deck certainly helps brings the pain to the villain's forces. Use spoiling for a fight to pull a minion from the encounter deck and ready up your hero. Then trigger aggressive stance to also grab an attack event to take that minion out. If you need a little help paying for that event, you can use Man on the Wall to reduce its cost based on the number of minions engaged with you. And finally, when you're ready to roll, call on Captain America to ready up another attack. Uh, then team up with him. Yeah, I lost.
oh, there we go. Audio. Okay, I got audio back.
Okay, you got video?
Yep, I got audio and video. Okay,
Yeah, there was
so
some kind of hiccup on my computer there. I don't,
yeah,
did did my read
well,
on the.
just lost the part about the super soldiers, which I'm assuming is a team up card.
Okay. Yeah. So finally, when you're ready to roll, call on Captain America to ready up another attack. Then team up with him as super soldiers and take the enemies down. Okay.
Okay, so the cards we got here, we got spoiling for a fight. It's a zero cost event, and as a hero action, you can discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a minion. You put that minion in play, engage with you, then you get to ready your hero. So I like that one. So it's a little bit of a spin on the on some of the other cards that allow you to search for minions and stuff. You're milling for one, but still, I mean, it's really nice for aggression, especially if you've got the all the heroes out there.
Right, and it's great for Thor,
Oh yeah.
which Thor is just getting better and better with each aggression deck that comes out. It seems. Okay, then we got aggressive stance. Well, we looked at that one already. Man on the Wall, one cost upgrade. Play only if your identity has the soldier trait. Exhaust Man on the Wall. Reduce the cost of the next card you play this phase by one for each minion engaged with you. All right, well, this one, unfortunately, Thor couldn't use, but the Captain America hero, Nick, Fury, Captain Marvel, Cable. So there's quite a few. Venom, so we got a few soldiers. So yeah, that's good. I think
All right,
Venom.
now let's see. So we already looked at Captain America. So then we've got the Super Soldiers. It's a three cost event. It is the team up card between Captain America and the Winter Soldier. So of course that's going to be max one per deck. But as a hero action, as an attack, you can deal 6 damage to an enemy. Then you give Captain America and Winter Soldier each a tough status card. Oh, I like this one because a lot of the more recent ones, you had to decide or choose between the two heroes which one gets the benefit, and they both get it in this case.
Yeah, although it does cost three, so it is kind of
Yeah.
spendy. But it is an attack event, so
So you can use the arm for it.
you can use the arm and martial prowess and things like that to help pay for it. So
Yep.
yeah, okay.
All right. And so then moving on to the
Oops.
Thunderbolt minions. So we've got Whiteout here. So as we mentioned earlier, the Winter Soldier pack also comes with a modular encounter set featuring Blizzard. Just like its fellow Thunderbolts, Blizzard is a formidable elite minion with double-digit hit points. His specialty revolves around controlling the battle and blocking the hero's attacks, making him especially problematic for aggressive characters like the Winter Soldier. Whenever he attacks, he summons a copy of Encased in Ice and attaches it to the target. Ooh, so now they're attaching stuff to us. Okay.
Yeah, it's like
This,
Iceman in reverse.
yeah, yep. This attachment blocks all of the characters' attacks until they manage to break free. Ooh. Oh, nasty. Putting a significant damper on their damage output in the meantime. To make matters worse, whenever Blizzard attacks a character that's already encased, he stuns them, freezes them in their tracks for even longer. And in the slippery conditions, he creates a slowdown. He creates to slow down your allies, and any hero team may find themselves struggling to weather the storm.
All right, let's take a
All
look at
right.
these cards here. So we got Blizzard. One scheme to attack with a star, 16 hit points, elite thunderbolt, villainous, victory 1. Force response. After Blizzard attacks a character, search the encounter deck and discard pile for encased in ice and attach it to the character. And then shuffle. Otherwise, stun the attacked character. And it's got
Oh, it's got four. Oh,
four
wow.
boosts. Yeah, wow.
Nasty. Okay, so the encased in ice, of course, is an attachment. It's ice, and you attach it to your identity. Attached character cannot attack enemies other than this card. It forces you to attack the card. Okay, any player can attack this card as if it were a minion. If there are three or more damage here, move all but three damage here to attached character and discard this card.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nasty.
Weird. So it's a shield, kind of, but only for 3 hit points. So
Yeah, and it's on you
and it's on
instead of
you.
being on somebody you attack. So
Yeah.
now I'm wondering, and I'm trying to figure out how to say this without giving a spoiler on, but there is something on things that will move an enemy to you if you attack it. I wonder, this is not considered an enemy, right? It
Oh,
has no.
yeah.
So you attack it as if it were an enemy, but it doesn't. It's not considered an enemy. Okay.
Yeah, you're
So
talking about the Thunderbolt scenario. Yeah.
yeah. I
Um,
don't want to give away too much of the
well, it's
story.
been out for a while now, I think.
Oh yeah. Well,
Um, no, because it's any if there is three more down.
it says
It
as if it were a minion, but
yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
not
say
a
on the
it's not
card.
a
So
minion. Yeah, it's just that you can attack it as if it was a minion.
yeah.
So technically, a relentless assault, since if it's attack it as if it was a minion,
Yep.
you know. Oh, interesting. That's kind of weird. But yeah, that's probably why they worded it that way. So certain attacks that only work on minions would work on this. Okay, then we got the side scheme, slippery conditions. Watch your step. Force response. After an ally enters play, exhaust it. And it's got a hazard, and it's 3 threat per player, and it comes in with 3 boosts. Okay.
Okay.
As an elite Thunderbolt minion, Blizzard's encounter set can be used as part of the Thunderbolt scenario in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That said, it is still a modular encounter set in its own right, which means you can always add Blizzard into any scenario for some added challenge. Can you stop him from putting your heroics on ice? And
Deadly efficiency. So with his skills to taking down enemies while removing threats at the same time, Winter Soldier is a formidable hero and a potent addition to any team. Look forward to taking on the Agents of AIM with Winter Soldier and when the hero pack arrives in June. It does say in June here.
mm-hmm.
So let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and check the link and see if they have an actual date listed yet.
Yeah, so it's this is June 20th. Let's see if I can, because I had this. Darn it. Doing this on the fly is not cool.
We don't see the ad here. Well, I don't hear.
All right, there we go. So, yeah, so it comes June 20th. And let's take a look at his nemesis. So his nemesis set is Crossbones. Okay, so we're going to get a minion version of Crossbones. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so June 20th. So that's currently the same date for Falcon as well. So as of this recording, we've got Silk and Black Panther Shuri coming out May 2nd, which happens to be Thunderbolts coming out on the movie theater. So, hey. And then June 20th is Falcon and Winter Soldier. So, are you still there?
I am still
Oh,
here,
okay.
yes.
You just were looked like you were still there for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like I'm frozen on screen, but I'm here.
Okay. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Um, well, unless you got any other comments, I think we can end the stream.
Yeah, no, I think we're good. I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to. I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to actually using the Thunderbolts outside of the campaign, kind of seeing what kind of twist they throw in. But I mean, and also like you know, that scenario playing that separated from the campaign with all these guys in it sounds like some fun too.
Yeah, yeah. Especially, yeah. I these are very difficult encounter sets in their own right. So, like, if you feel that Rhino is too easy, just throw in Blizzard instead of Bomb Scare, and then see how easy Rhino is. Um, all right. Well, I think we're going to sign off. Anyone who's going to be at Con of Heroes in a couple weeks, we look forward to seeing you there. Hopefully, we can get a game in.
Yeah,
Or
I'll try to make sure that I get some deck lists up for that what I'm going to use there beforehand, and I'll try to actually get them updated a little bit better this time afterwards. So I'll have try to put the deck list up beforehand of what I'm planning on playing, and then if I make any modifications to it.
right. Yeah, I have a feeling that we might be on the fly building some Silk and Black Panther decks because we'll probably
Well, we've
pick
seen
up the
some of the
hero we'll pick
cards
up the
so far.
heroes there.
Yeah, we've seen. I think we've seen all the cards by now, or
No,
almost all of them. Not all of them, but
not all of
almost
them
all of them.
yet.
So
No.
we'll have a pretty good idea of some stuff we can build, and then maybe just make some last minute tweaks. Is kind of what I was thinking.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I haven't sat down and did a card count, but between the content creators and the original article,
Yeah, I think we've seen
I
some.
think we're probably about 2/3 or maybe 3/4 of the cards. Something like that. All right. Well, thank you for watching, everyone, or going to watch this later. Um, please like and subscribe.
And if you want to see more content by us, whenever comes out, go ahead and click that notify button down there, and you will get alerts whenever we put new stuff up.
All right. Take care, everyone.